Darkness falls when the cold air hits the ghetto streets. Many are called, but few are chosen. Who's to say that when life will deal you the deck of cards, will you have on your poker face?
The hood is desolate, block dark as it's ever been. Young and strong off rock and tying that heroin. And when they fixing around, larceny settles in. That's when the ground opens up, coffin shoveled in. Ain't nobody getting money, they just getting by. Trying to suppress their poverty by getting high. Some search the bottle for what they can't find in God. An empty stomach and the gun equals. Some take a day of stride, praying that the night will change.
Okay, let's see how things are done properly then. Good evening, folks. It's John here from DesignFanatics.com, and today, in case you haven't guessed already, I'm going to be reviewing 9mm for Android. Now, Gameloft have been hyping 9mm up for the last few months, so as soon as it was released, I obviously blindly paid £3 for it and downloaded it straight away. So, have I been burnt by my silliness? No, it seems not. So, let's just get this out of the way first. 9mm is close to as Grand Theft Auto as you're going to get on an Android phone, until Rockstar actually released Grand Theft Auto for Android. The game puts you in the rather lovely leather suit of one John Cannon, who is the leader of a special team of hardened cops. John and the gang don't mind bending the rules when it comes to dealing out justice, and it's just this that lands them in trouble. After killing off the brother of a local gang lord and stealing millions of dollars of drug money, Cannon and his colleagues become the target of revenge. When Cannon's family start getting threatened, it's more than enough to convince Cannon he's going to have to take down the leader of the gang who's hunting them and put an end to the violence. Okay, sound. The sound of the game is pretty impressive actually. The attention to detail is some of the best I've seen in a mobile game, in fact. Whether you're walking past a burning bin or hearing the sound of your enemy's head being blown off, Gameloft have really outdone themselves here. The music in-game, although not something I'd personally listen to, really does help add to the atmosphere of the game. Intense gun battles are backed up by fast-paced tunes, and when the panic is over, the music fades out and goes to some more of the relaxing rap or hip-hop sounds. The graphics in-game are... the graphics in-game are really... Yeah, so anyway, the graphics in 9mm are some of the best I've seen in a mobile game. Huge 3D environments look as good as anything you'd have seen on a high-end console 3 or 4 years ago. The lighting effects cast shadows well, and the sun will blind your vision if you happen to peer into it. John Cannon and his crew will all look the part, and so do the main bad guys. Some of the less important characters, however, can look a bit more basic, but that's to be expected really. Although I was quite surprised Cannon's wife has maybe not drawn perhaps as well as she should have been. Either that or she's just really ugly. The controls do take quite a bit of getting used to. Moving with your left thumb and looking around with your right is natural, but you have to keep swiping around with your right thumb to get your character to look where you want him to. For a beginner this may be difficult, but after some trial and error you can find a system that works for you. The thing that helps you along the way is the slow-mo mode. Once in this mode you have time to aim at your targets with pinpoint accuracy, and this really helps you out of some sticky situations. The weapon select and reload in the top right corner, although it's handy, is also a bit annoying. When scrolling through your arsenal you cannot keep scrolling one way to get back to the start. This can leave you in a sticky situation every now and then, but you'll soon learn the hard way. The game plays very well. The story is fluid and navigating your way around the levels is easy. Having a Max Payne-esque slow-mo mode adds another dimension to the battles as well. Whether you're diving sideways to shoot some guys through a doorway in the room next door, or throwing yourself back to avoid an explosion, these Matrix-style jumps are really something. Another nice addition to the game is QTEs, quick-time events as seen in games, namely Shenmue if you're old enough. Think of them as interactive cutscenes. Although you're not directly moving your character, you determine the outcome of the scene by performing actions that are prompted on screen. You may have to jump over an oncoming car or duck on an oncoming punch, but these keep you on your toes and keep you involved in the game. 9mm even has online multiplayer for you and your friends, or drug-dealing enemies, to compete on. There are currently 2 different game modes, free-for-all and cops and robbers. I found the multiplayer quite frustrating at first, namely because I'm crap of course, but You seem to be able to get killed in just a bullet or two, which, when you're used to flying through the air with your leg practically blown off in the single player mode, is a bit harsh. One tip I can give you though is to use your left thumb in the top left of the screen to aim your weapon, and then your right thumb to shoot. Using your right thumb to do both just doesn't give you enough time, and I can bet your foes have already worked that one out. The story, as previously mentioned, is really good. Although a bit over the top, it's interesting and it keeps you wanting to come back for some more canon action. With ideas taken from Max Payne, Grand Theft Auto and Duke Nukem, namely canon's voice acting, this really does put 9mm in another league.
Kate looked pretty shaken up.
Can you blame her? Lily okay? Yeah, she's a survivor, like her old man.
You got a plan?
You bet I do. We're gonna bust this El Diablo fucker when he least expects it. I don't care what we find. I'll plant evidence if I fucking have to.
Hey, we got your back. Let's go.
Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Any comments or questions, leave them down below. Cheers.